All right, looks like we are live here, just kind of testing things out. First time doing one of these kind of live streams in the car, so let me know how the quality is. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update here. I'm trying to make some decisions on what to do, but before I really talk more, I'm going to let more people hop into the chat. Go ahead and let me know where you're watching from, what the conditions are like where you are. Hope you guys are all having a good Christmas Eve so far. Just letting a few more people hop into the chat, and then we'll get talking about this. Let me know how the picture quality is, how the audio quality is. Been kind of a busy morning here on my end. Okay. How the quality is. Sounds like the stream is working. Awesome. Well, hello everyone. Quite the model ride the last couple of days here. The storm is coming in weaker, and I just wanted to show you guys some of the most recent data. And the most recent data is much less concerning. I'm still thinking about heading out and covering some of this. Hence why I am in my vehicle right now doing this live stream instead of in the office. But right here, this is looking at the system that's moving into the area. The surface low is somewhere right around here. Looking at current observations here, I'm going to turn the font up here so it's a little bigger for you guys so you can see it. I'm going to turn the temperature off since it's not super relevant right now. But the blue numbers, that's the pressure, and the red numbers are the wind gusts, and these lines and whatnot, it's pointing in the direction that the wind is blowing. These little half lines are 5 knots. The longer line in the back is 10 knots. So right here in Astoria, it's sustained at 15 knots out of the west, gusting to 29 miles per hour. Down there in Portland, it's currently gusting to 29 miles per hour. And according to these observations, is looking like the surface low is already getting up towards southwest Washington right now. So sometime in the next couple hours, we're going to start seeing an increase in winds, but it's not going to be super crazy. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that right here. Heading over to Weather Bell, going to hop on to the high resolution rapid refresh model, pop it onto the Washington State view. And this whole entire live stream is occurring in my vehicle right now, so go ahead and let me know how the stream quality is, and also if you wouldn't mind just liking the video, that will help get the stream out to more and more folks. But yeah, so here is looking at the HRRR model here, the most recent data. This is about our time right here, 10, 11, noon. So by noon, it's going to start increasing a bit in southwest Washington, but as you can see, it's really nothing crazy. It's like 30 to 40 miles per hour on this most recent run. I'm going to pop into a closer view now for the rest of Washington. And I'm sitting in my car here trying to decide if I even want to go out and live stream this thing. By about 1 p.m., it's going to start increasing for places like Olympia and JBLM. Looks like 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts. And then by about 2 p.m., it's going to start blowing stronger for the rest of the I-5 corridor, Seattle up through Bellingham. Gusts 40 to 45. And that's kind of what the National Weather Service is calling for in their most recent advisory that they issued. So we have a wind advisory up for a good chunk of western Washington here. And what they're calling for now for the Enumclaw, Maple Valley, Granite Falls areas is 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusts to 40. It's much better news than what we were expecting before. And then a little bit closer to the water here, places like Marysville, Mount Vernon, Olympia, Edmonds, Lake Stevens, Seattle, etc. You guys can read, you can see that. South winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 45 miles per hour. Expected a gust of 50 miles per hour cannot be rolled out in areas closest to the water. So there may still be some power outages today. It's still going to feel stormy here at some point, but we're not talking like major windstorm status like we were thinking with some of those model runs. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update after last night's live stream. Make sure and hit that like button. We'll get this thing out. Right now I'm just sitting in my vehicle. I got a new laptop mount installed in here and whatnot. If you guys would like a kind of like live wind chase today, let me know in the comments. Or if you're not interested, also let me know. But I was thinking about maybe heading down towards like Tacoma for the onset of this thing and just following it back north. And we uncanceled our Christmas gathering with my in-laws, so we'll be doing that tonight and whatnot. I'm not so concerned about them driving to our house now that the models have downtrended. Okay, so not too much comments coming through. Here's our system. Yeah, so basically what happened with this is instead of riding up just off the coast here as a stronger surface low, by the time it got to northwest California and southwest Oregon, it dived inland just barely. And that kind of messed with the organization and structure of the storm, and it wasn't able to deepen and become as strong as what some of the model solutions were showing. But the surface low is right about here on satellite, and that checks out with what we were seeing on some of the data here. And I want to make sure this is still working. All right, still working good. Yeah, I'll show you guys this data right here real fast. Current conditions, observations, gonna refresh this, make the font a little bigger for you guys. So yeah, the surface low is like right about here. And yesterday, the models, like some of the models, the HRRR model had this about 10 millibars deeper, which would have been a much more significant windstorm than what we're looking at now. It looks like right now it's down to about 993 millibars just off the Washington coast. And it's still moving north. And this is going to bring a bit of a pressure rise up through Washington State. It's going to be noticeably gusty. We're not going to get no wind today. It's just not going to be a high wind warning worthy storm, which is why the National Weather Service canceled their high wind warning. But I still think it was a good call that they issued it last night, just with what some of the stuff was showing. You don't want to mess around and leave people unwarned if it's looking like something may happen. Yeah, I think I might just live stream for a couple hours and then head home and enjoy time with the family. And then tomorrow you can expect very little updates. Probably not going to be doing very much tomorrow. Sweet. Yeah, right now this live stream is happening with Starlink, so. Okay, folks. Check in later, maybe like an hour or something, for kind of a live storm chase, more like a live look at the wind conditions on the road. Cliff Mass did call it last night, but honestly, I think posting that right when the National Weather Service posted their high wind warning was a little bit conflicting and unhelpful. It could have at least been mentioned that there was a high wind warning, but there was a good chance of it coming in weaker or something like that. All right, folks, I'll talk to you later.